Well, welcome back to another rousing episode of the comment section bullshit. Bullshit for the people. That's what we got right here. Get it while it's steamy. Yeah, well, joining me today.
Oh, yeah,
Coach.
bullshit.
Bullshit. Coach Duracell. What's up, fellas?
Not much but bullshit.
Coach is just staring like he's caught in the
very
headlights.
intensely.
Just like lost all train of thought.
You really did. Well, I got a tip for you. You want to hear my latest tip? I've been telling everybody this tip.
Tips?
Times are hard. You got to learn. You got to learn how to make a lot of extra money. I feel like we should just start robbing sex offenders.
Oh,
Just robbing them.
thought about that.
Their
too.
address is online, readily available, and it's legal for them to own weapons. They're basically moving
I'm
targets.
looking up if
It's
a
legal
sex
or
offender has ever
it's
gotten
illegal.
robbed.
You said. I thought you said legal.
No, they can't own weapons.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a good thing to.
I think a sex
You know,
offender's
there's
ever gotten robbed.
5 pedophiles in this area, or sex
I'm
offenders.
sure there's more than that. That's just the 5 we know about.
Within the 5-mile radius, there's 5.
There's probably more than that.
A 5-mile radius. I looked it up.
Well,
Yeah, but those are the known ones.
yeah, there's probably unknown ones.
Those are the popping ones in the area, you know?
Yeah, unknown.
All
But
right.
if you have those 5 addresses, I say we rob the fuck out of them, and we tell them.
Well, do they
We're
really?
gonna
What
rob
are we
you.
robbing them? Are we robbing them like their children? That they like their quote unquote children, or their?
I almost did something.
money?
I almost just said something horrible.
Do they even have any money?
I
Well,
mean, I feel like
Does
they're
the
gonna
government
have,
take
I
everything?
feel like
from
they're
them?
going to have money, but we rob them for their goods.
But you gotta also make sure
Like
they're
what?
over 18.
Sex offenders?
Yeah, because you can.
Why?
You can get charged as a sex
Have you
offender.
ever met a
as 13-year-old.
17-year-old
Right, but
sex offender?
if I rob a sex offender, right? If I like rob one, and he's 17, does anybody care?
I mean, well, maybe he got a sex offender charge for
Like having
snapping
sex
his
with a
girl.
16-year-old?
Yeah, his
Yeah,
girlfriend
like
or
it's not.
something.
Well, we can ask him. Hey, sexy fender, what are you?
So
What are you in for?
luckily, we walk into him on the HEB and we say, "Hey, sex offender, how are you a sex offender?" He's like, what do you ask?
Children, and then walks away.
Children? Yeah, like
Okay, if they say children, we can rob them. But if they say under
Middle-aged women.
what? How would you be a sex offender with middle-aged women?
That's the thing.
oh.
Come tune in on my podcast.
starts linking another podcast.
Join Duracell on his private podcast.
Middle-aged women.
I a second ago I was trying to think of a nickname for a sex offender. One, I don't think they're good enough for nicknames. But if we were going to give a sex offender a nickname, what the fuck would you call him?
I feel like
See,
Chad,
I'm trying to like think of a different way to say
Roger, Chad.
Roger?
Yeah, those are like pedophilic names, or sorry, sex
Well, this is a
offender names.
nickname.
Petty. Call him Petty.
Petty?
What's up, Petty?
Pedo.
What's up, pedo? Yeah, now we're getting into the nitty gritty of
Petty.
This was not topically
What's
what
the
I
dealio,
expected to talk
pedophilia?
about. What's the deal? You've been watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I can tell by the way your
Dude,
face
I
made.
finished it.
Yeah,
I
you
finished
told
it
me that.
all in like 2 weeks.
In the pandemic, Coach watched all. Now, okay, I'm going to give you shit, but I can't really give you shit because you watched all of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Somebody asked me what I watched all of.
What'd you watch all of?
Fucking Thundercats.
Do you feel accomplished?
I mean, it was, first of all, if you haven't watched Thundercats since the 80s, I'm going to blow your mind with this little statistic. There's like 300 fucking episodes. And they
For an
tie,
80s show, that's pretty crazy.
and they tie to each other. It's not like they're encapsulated and there's a story. Like the story goes on over 300 fucking episodes. Each
Dragon Ball
season
Z.
has like 70 episodes in it.
No, it's like 1,000 episodes.
I think Dragon Ball Z's got more, but I'm just saying, like, as a kid who lived through Thundercats, I don't remember it being that long of an ordeal. You know what I mean?
I have a question. So are the Thundercats episodes like he says something in the beginning and then like the rest of the episode's like a flashback and then it's back to
No.
Okay, cool. Because I don't like fucking
No.
cartoons like
It's kind of Supermanic. Their home planet is destroyed. They flee it. They come to what they call Third Earth. They come to Third Earth.
Ursh,
And
baby.
then there's other people here, and you seemingly get the idea that it's our Earth, but it's way in the future, and we've all been after apocalypse, and it's like what's left is
Yeah.
Crazy Town.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna watch that.
Never watched it.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Never watched it?
I've never seen a Thundercats thing.
Oh man, if you just look at the animation, it is like, huh? But then I'm telling you, when you get into the story, you're like, holy shit, what's gonna happen? It really sucks you in.
To be completely honest, I don't remember a single thing I did during quarantine.
We're still in quarantine, kind of.
Technically,
I mean, the
I've watched
pandemic's
The
not over.
Office.
I mean-
So I've watched The Office, The Community, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and South Park. I've watched all of that.
Anybody watch the pandemic special?
Yeah, I
That
watched
shit was funny.
the South Park pandemic
Oh,
special
yeah.
was right.
Pretty good.
Righteous.
Pretty good.
It was righteous. Speaking of righteousness, I've got a couple of interesting topics for us to discuss.
We haven't even gotten to the agenda.
Yeah, the agenda. Well, first of all, we're gonna, because of various reasons, right? Because of working from home, everybody's working from home, and so there's very
Crazy
limited
observation.
times for us to do the podcast lately. Also, topically, every fucking thing is about the government and the
not fun.
COVID, and it's not. I don't want to get into all that.
Luckily, we have the presidential and vice presidential debates.
That guy was pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah.
I like that joke.
You like that one?
Yep.
If that fly lays eggs in his hair, he has to carry the babies to term.
I don't like that one.
That one's good.
I like the other one better.
Yeah, they're both pretty good. I'm just gonna say.
I kind of like the presidential debate more than the vice presidential debate.
I thought that was badass.
That was just two kids going back and forth.
I actually enjoyed
really
watching.
funny.
Stop! You're interrupting. He's been
No,
interrupting more.
Clown.
Listen. You shut up, man. You shut up, man.
Clown.
No, I thought that. Here's the thing. I looked at it like this. Here's a guy who's running the free world, right? Well, no, you can't say that anymore. But he's running a large country, and he could just tell him, "Fuck you! I'm going to say what I want. I'm the goddamn president." But he held back a little bit, I felt like. And then here's Joe Biden. Really has no right to talk to the president that way, but he went after him. And I'm like, both these dudes are cool in that sense. Trump's still a dick, but they're both cool in that sense.
It's so childish and immature.
What
Both
is?
of them, just going back and forth, but then, the moderator was like, okay, cool, can you stop interrupting? Well, he's interrupting, too.
Right.
Things like that were
But
just...
he's interrupting
childish.
me, too.
just
Oh,
insane.
man. Cool. Well,
Also, they made it too personal sometimes, where they,
I wanted
go
to see it
directly at each
more
other.
personal.
Yeah, Trump went for his son.
yeah, that was fucked.
His dead son.
That was fucked.
Like,
That was really fun.
like when he was talking about he's smart. He was like, "Don't get smite with me.
You do a pretty.
You
good
don't know
job.
what smite means."
Okay. Wait,
You
Coach,
graduated
Coach,
at the bottom of your class.
Coach. Oh wait, that was pretty good too. You do your Trump impression.
No, I can't do it.
Duracell, you just did it.
You graduated at the bottom of your class.
Okay, it's perfect.
I can't
Now,
do it.
you do Morgan Freeman.
I honestly forgot how to do Morgan.
Come on,
Freeman.
you could do it. Dig in there.
It's more of Obama now.
oh, do I?
Let me be clear.
Okay. Now let's. We're gonna pretend, right? I'm gonna ask you a question, and you do Trump, and you do Obama.
You know, I just forgot my Trump voice. It's gone now. It's gone.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Instantly.
gone. That wasn't even that good.
I thought we were gonna have something
You
great.
were smart. China.
China.
Oh, you could both do Trump.
China.
Well,
All
that's
right.
because literally Trump has said China in the last, in the presidential
Yeah,
speech.
didn't you count?
He said it 19 times
Wow.
for no
China.
reason. Sometimes he was just like,
Yeah, they
well,
didn't talk
China.
about
I mean,
China at
China.
The
I wonder
Chinese
how many
disease.
times I say China, like in a regular day or conversation.
Probably not that many.
Not that many. I haven't
Yeah.
said China today until today.
mean,
until
today
this
we said it
conversation.
Yeah,
but-
this is probably
yeah.
the first time I said China this week.
I used to when I was
It's
younger.
China's fault.
China.
When I
Chinese
was-
disease.
When I was much younger, I used to be really into like where things were made. Like if it was made in China, fuck
China.
that, So I would always probably say it then. Oh, made in China, that's crap. But I don't think I say it anymore. Like I don't think I care.
It's usually American things that are pretty shitty.
I mean, depends on the shit.
Like if we're talking toys here, China's got that.
China's got toys on lock, for sure.
Have you ever seen look at the bottom of the sticker and see it's like Australian, made from Australia?
I haven't
Austria.
noticed that, but if you look at the bottom of something
Sorry,
and it's got a sticker that says like made in Indonesia,
Yeah.
I feel like then you've got something that was carved from wood.
I have a
Yeah,
speaker from the
yeah.
Dominican Republic.
You do that speaker's badass too.
Yeah.
Which is a
Have a
weird place to
speaker?
build. Yeah, and it's a wooden.
Yeah.
It's,
From Dominican
it's a
Republic.
wooden speaker. Like it's a cool looking speaker.
The work?
Speaking of, it's a Marley
Yeah.
speaker.
Yeah, and it's. I don't know if that means it's a Marley family. I've seen your speaker.
think it's
I
a
have
family.
questions. I have questions about that speaker.
Speaking of, we were supposed to get a new one, right? Because the thing broke.
I don't
Didn't
know.
we send it back and they're supposed to send a new one?
What's this we? I don't know. Did
You
Karen-
and me.
Why would I be involved in
Because
that?
we bought the speaker together.
Oh, then I didn't do it. I didn't do that.
You guys buying
Um,
speakers without me here?
Well, it has
you know,
fucked up.
sometimes coach is like, hey, can I borrow some money? And he tells me it's for, I don't know, strippers and blow, but then it turns out it's for a speaker. I don't know why he tries to lie.
Well,
Do I only give
Why
you
do you
money?
lie for strippers and blow when
It-
you're just gonna buy a speaker?
Yeah, am I like, hey, you can't have money for that gas, but a stripper, here's $50. Is that why? Because that does happen a lot.
no. Hey,
You support strippers and blow?
They got to work.
Respect that.
Okay, let's get into it. Agenda wise, I got a couple talks. I'm not even gonna go into that. I'm not even gonna do that. Right.
got it.
So
You're not even tell
I think
us
we're
agenda?
gonna do. I think we're gonna do podcasts once a month because I think topically, content wise, they can be better if we do it that way. And then if,
I think so too.
I think once the pandemic settles down a little more,
Then we can start doing
maybe
them.
we can do it again. But
Get some of that pandemic special.
everything, all my sources for comedy are mostly
Gone.
fucking
Political.
Trump
'Cause they're
related.
political, yeah.
And then if they're not that, then they're penis related. Speaking of penis related, there's a man. Oh, where's this guy from?
Missouri.
Let me guess. It's not from the USA, is it?
China.
Well, I don't know, but
China.
he has
India.
smart with me. It's China.
this man. He's 45.
Okay.
Now I've tried to find pictures.
Was he have like a really big penis or something?
No, his name is Malcolm
Definitely
X?
doesn't have
McDonald.
Okay.
Malcolm McDonald.
MM.
His penis turned black.
Like the
Like
color
randomly,
black,
or like it
or
lost-
black as in like
it lost
his penis
blood?
became like African American black.
We went both two separate ways.
Yeah, he walked in. He caught his penis eating some watermelon. Is that what you're going
No,
for?
I mean, like,
Okay, whoa,
one day,
whoa.
like it's a white male, and
Yeah.
then one day either he went and got some surgery, and he got some black guy to
Or
donate
did
some
like
of his.
it lose blood, like the circulation? in
Yeah,
his
blood
penis.
circulation.
It's
the
the
penis.
blood thing that happened.
Okay, cool.
But where were
Yeah.
you going? How do you? What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe
One
he was
day
like.
he woke up with a BBC in his pants.
Well, I mean, it was big. It was black, and it was a cock. But I don't think it was the kind of cock that the coach is talking
I
about.
thought he was like he went to go get
God
surgery.
damn it!
to
Now
get
I've said
extension.
cock like 6 times. I was trying to avoid that. Thanks, coach.
Yeah, coach.
This guy
Sorry, I'm
named
a cock.
China.
Malcolm McDonald, his penis, he lost blood flow. I'm trying to see if it was an issue.
Did
I
he
think
like tie a rubber band around his penis? How do you lose blood flow around your penis?
yeah, it doesn't. The article doesn't. I don't think actually. I've read this twice. I don't remember it actually
Don't
saying.
look at me like that, coach. I don't like it.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It
I don't like that face.
doesn't say why, but his penis turned black. He lost blood flow. There was an accident, something like that, right?
Beat it too hard?
So
Like, damn.
they saved it. They removed it. They pumped blood through it, and they grafted it back onto his arm. And there's a picture.
His arm?
His arm, but you can't. It's
You're
blurred
telling
out.
me he can fuck bitches with his arm?
Oh, it doesn't work yet.
Chris Breezy.
So he's growing this thing on his arm until it gets. It's from sepsis. He got sick. He got sepsis, so his penis turned black. That's right.
Okay.
It's right in the fucking title. I read the whole story. They don't mention sepsis again in the whole story.
My
That's
man.
I try not to just read the article title because I want to read the article. And this is the point where reading the article title
Actually
would have
matters.
Yeah.
actually given me the information.
Wait, so why on the arm? Why not back where it was? Because that where that infection was, and you can't like.
Oh, let's see. He's a 90. We'll get into it. He's a 45-year-old man. He's now has this bionic penis grafted to his arm, and I'll tell you why it's bionic in a second. He's the first man to ever have this done before. He had it done in 2018.
I wonder when he.
Did they?
Wait, is he? Can he use it?
Yeah, so they were going. So they actually saved it from sepsis. They saved it. They were going to put it back on, but there was a series of events that led it where they're like, we're not going to be able to do it because he kept getting sick. So they grafted it to his arm to keep it fresh until they could. It stayed there for 4 years. So in 2018,
okay.
or 2016, and now in 2020, they had it back on. There's a mechanical pump inside, so he can achieve an erection. And it's still on his arm, and it works. It does get hard on his arm.
But does it ejaculate?
I don't think so.
Does he? Okay, I was wondering because it would be
my
weird.
question is, does he make special clothes? Like, is there a pocket in his sleeve for his penis?
This
Penis
picture,
pocket sleeve?
the picture of him just has his sleeve.
Penis sleeve.
It just has his sleeve rolled up, and he just has it on his arm.
Had, like a big
So he's
lump in
always
his
wearing
arm?
long sleeves. Oof,
Yeah.
that would suck.
Yeah, like a job interview. Sorry, that's just my dick. Here, sign this. Oh, my dick popped out.
It's like no. Like it's kind of getting hot in here. Start
roll-
rolling up the sleeves.
Are
You
you?
see the tip of it, and you're like,
You're hired.
you got something growing.
You got
there?
a little happy to see
Little,
me there.
Ew.
Anyway, this will allow him. So right now he can't use the bathroom normally because he doesn't have a penis, and so they're.
Oh
like,
my god! So you know how in cartoons when they flex and then there's like that little bump that comes
You
up.
think this one gets hard?
You think his penis, like when he flexes, his penis also
Gets-
flexes?
it goes straight
I
up.
hope so. I really
That'd
want
be
that to be the
amazing.
case.
Man.
So how does he pee?
He shakes somebody's hand. He's really happy to see him. He's like, "I'm really sorry about that." I
Really aggressively shakes his hand.
I overshook it.
Oh my!
So how does he pee?
me. Oh my!
It says they've got a urethra inserted 2 tubes connected to a pump that allows it to get an erection. But yeah, it doesn't say anything about like
How he pees?
ejaculation or anything like that.
Oh,
he pees
man.
through the little tubes to the urethra. Yeah,
Wait, are his balls? Or is it just his dick, or is it like dick and
balls,
balls?
too.
it does not mention balls anywhere in here.
Wow! So he just has no penis but balls.
I
He got a ball vagina.
think that is accurate.
Ball vagina.
I think that is accurate.
Wow.
So he just has balls there, and then just nothing. Then his penis is on his arm.
Well, I mean, I bet there's like a little circle where they cut it or detach the penis to the body.
It also says
Yeah.
that when
Yes.
in 2014, God, Lee, this guy's been sick forever. He got sick in 2014.
And that's the 4-year mark when it started. That's when they put his penis on his arm.
No, that was 2016. But in 2014, he got, and his fingers and toes turned black. He got so sick from sepsis. Really, this guy?
What's sepsis again?
It's like an infection where like your stuff goes back into your body. Like you can't, you can't process like the not chemicals, but the
how your blood flow is not right.
Well, not just blood, but like kidney, all that. Like it's any kind of, what do you call it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chemical. I forgot, man.
What's the word?
Go to a whole new site.
It's not chemicals.
How do I
not the word
spell
I'm thinking of.
sepsis?
How do you spell sepsis?
Sep.
It's just S-E.
Think of stepsis without the T.
I don't know if that's right.
Sepsis occurs when chemical is released into the bloodstream to fight off an infection, triggers inflammation throughout the body.
Why you reading that like you're reading it to yourself in the bathroom? Read it to the audience.
More than 200,000 U.S. cases per year.
Yeah, it's pretty common, I guess.
Oh.
I hear about it all the time. Coach, you were just reading it.
Sorry, I was waiting for y'all to stop talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sepsis occurs when chemical is released into the bloodstream to fight off an
chemicals.
infection. Chemicals.
I was trying not to say chemicals, but I guess it is chemicals.
Yeah. To fight off the infection, triggered inflammation throughout the whole body. This can cause a cascade of changes that damage multiple organ systems.
Yeah. So I don't know why. In my brain, there was another word for chemicals I was trying to.
Symptoms: fever, difficulty breathing, low blood
Say
pressure.
black dick.
Black dick? No. Fast heart rate and mental confusion.
Oh.
So if I get sepsis, does that mean I can become retarded?
I guess, yeah.
Holy hell.
So yeah, guy's got a mechanical dick on his arm. And
Dick
walks
on his arm
around.
and retarded. Oh man, that's
Mechanical bull riding. All right, I'm sorry.
It's really funny.
What? What do you mean mechanical bull riding?
No, it's fine.
No, I'm very confused now.
I am too.
I think because the penis is mechanical and like riding, I think you were making like a weird arm
I don't know, man.
joke. I think.
I can't even think of an arm joke.
Well, this
Yeah,
would make
thinking on
if
jokes.
you have a penis on your arm, it would make going through a drive-through interesting, don't you think?
Depends what arm it's on.
Or
You can oh, sorry.
Or does it depend on what drive-through?
Like a McDonald's drive-thru?
Pretty close. How about Burger
Speaking of
King?
McDonald's, his last name was McDonald. And did you
Someone's
know
getting
McDonald's released a Travis Scott burger?
Yeah, it's spelled different though.
Anybody have any auto-tune
Mhm.
around?
He spells it different from McDonald's.
Oh.
Just a fact I'd like to share with the audience.
Wait, someone getting their dick stuck in a Burger King parking lot or something?
Well, no, but maybe if it's this guy. So in Houston,
What?
Texas, strip clubs closed down, right? For the pandemic, you couldn't have strip
Are
clubs.
you kidding me?
So guess what they did?
Oh.
What?
So I'm trying to find the
They
name
had
of the place.
drive-through strip clubs?
Well, the strip club worked with the Burger King, and here's a picture. They put up a big tent outside, and the
What the
dancers
fuck?
danced on the side as you drove through to get your burgers, and there was topless chicks, and you had to tip them, and just like a.
And this was in Houston?
But it's in your car. Yeah, it's in Houston. It's in your car.
That's funny.
And you could just see it from the street, the strippers.
No. See, it's there in a tent.
Because isn't that illegal? That's why they have to put a tent?
I don't know about the legality of
Because
it.
it's prostitution?
No, it's not prostitution. Prostitution is sex. They're just dancing topless. I don't think it's. It's called Vivid Gentlemen's Club at the 2618 Windrock Boulevard.
I'll tell you what.
First drive-through strip club.
In America.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Or in the world.
Burger King
Who
has
knows?
the best breakfast tacos I think I've ever had.
They
Let's
have
just review.
breakfast?
Hold on. Let's review. We're talking about potential that the Malcolm McDonald guy goes through the strip club.
Who's Malcolm
in-
McDonald? Oh, sorry. Guy with the mechanical bull, whatever. Fucking mechanical penis.
Oh my god. He drives through the strip club and he potentially reaches out for his burger and his mechanical BBC drops out of his arm. We're talking about this and Coach says Burger King has good breakfast.
Well, because I thought you said it was a Burger King strip. Like there's a Burger King and then there's a strip club.
Right.
And as you're waiting
Yeah.
to get
yes,
your burger,
that's what I said.
I'm telling you, out of all that, Burger King has some really good
Didn't even
breakfast
know
tacos.
they had breakfast.
I didn't either. I didn't.
Oh, yo, they
I don't think
really,
even anybody eats at Burger King.
dude. I don't need a
Well,
Burger King.
I
either.
Like,
think-
do they even make enough
I
money?
think now they got strip clubs in them. So,
Well, now everyone's gonna go to
are you
them.
Googling Burger King breakfast? I don't think they have breakfast, Coach.
like 95% sure.
Well, that's 5% that I'm going to bet. I'm going to take the other 5%.
Yeah, they have breakfast sandwiches.
What's on the menu?
Probably
Just
like,
Go look at it.
no,
chill.
in Burger King's probably like 59 cents.
It was like a I think I got $1 taco.
Because have you seen the thing where it's a burger, a medium drink, a large fry,
at Burger King?
and 10 nuggets for like $1?
No,
$1.59?
no, I don't ever pay attention to what's at Burger King.
Well, I don't either, but I saw it.
I don't. I haven't.
It's $1.59 for all that.
Oh my god! When did I eat at Burger King last? I feel like it's been a while.
I think it was about 8 years ago when I last ate
I'm
Burger
like-
King.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
here
are
we go.
pictures. That's
Here
a
we go.
croissant.
Let
They
me
have
see.
croissants.
So they
at Burger
have
King?
supreme breakfast sandwich, fully loaded.
Are those all croissants?
They're all biscuits. Some
Biscuits
of
and
them are
croissants.
croissants. Well, they have sourdough
That's
bread,
good.
Holy fuck!
but I know they have a breakfast taco that's really good.
Was it limited?
Look at that. Hold on. Go
time?
back. Go back. The one in the red, go down. Like that thing. Keep going. Is that waffle right there? Is that a waffle?
Looks like it.
A waffle top.
Waffle top egg.
It's a
square
waffle.
egg.
It's two waffle sandwich. It's like a waffle sandwich. I never knew Burger King had any breakfast.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I discovered it on a road trip. I was helping one of my family members move, and we were just like really tired, and we were like, "Dude, I'm hungry. I'll pull into the Burger King." And they're like, "Yeah, we serve breakfast. Do you want like a breakfast taco?" I'm like, "A breakfast taco from Burger King? I'll take it."
I would never get that.
And it was good.
Yeah, it was a breakfast burrito. Sorry,
this is what.
it,
That's the
Yep.
picture. Okay,
Yeah, let me
that
see.
does
There we
look
go.
good. I might order that. Yeah,
I ordered it. Dude, it's probably one of the best breakfast tacos
Look
I've
at
ever
that
had.
taco. Look how like nasty it is.
Yeah, the tacos don't look good though. I don't. God damn, I don't think I've eaten at Burger King in years.
Are we going to Burger King?
No, I don't want to go there. If I have $6 to spend, I'll spend it somewhere else. So here's the thing about the Vivid Gentlemen's Club, right?
Yeah.
If you're a fan of exotic dancers and enjoy eating in your car, then Vivid Gentlemen's Club is probably your kind of pandemic paradise. That's the tagline to the place.
Pandemic paradise.
Oh my gosh.
Clever.
It's a burger. So they're saying it's a burger. Their advertising is it's a Burger King only with dancing.
Now, wait, is this permanent? Because or is this permanent or is it temporary? 'Cause
I
of
mean, this
pandemic?
is a pretty regular or pretty newer article. So, here we go. So while restaurants are not allowed to operate at 50, well, they weren't. Now they're 75%. But so it's at least a couple weeks old.
Uh-huh.
But they were only allowed to operate at 50% capacity, and bars were closed.
What's 50% of a drive-through?
Well, it said restaurants. Just restaurants could only have 50%.
Okay.
Then the strip clubs were having to kind of be in a gray area because they have a bar, but they also serve food. So it's like, okay, can we put 50% people in the restaurant but not serve alcohol? And they got around it by just saying, let's not even be gray about it. Let's just go outside and serve food outside because then you don't have a capacity. And if there are people in their cars, they drive by the strippers, they pay them, tip them, however. Now,
I wonder how much
it gets
did
better.
they make?
It gets better. Let's find out. I don't know. They changed the menu.
Oh.
So this place has jalapeno poppers, nachos,
that
burgers,
sounds good.
chicken sandwiches, authentic, in quotes, Italian pizza.
And this is the Burger King?
Yeah. There is alcohol. You can also pick up a 6-pack of beer.
Where
and,
is this?
And an
In
entire bottle.
Houston?
And an entire bottle of Fireball. That's what they were. So let's review.
What? A
Yeah.
whole fireball?
Yeah. So here's here's
For
the
how much
thing.
money?
It doesn't say the price, but you could get a whole bottle of Fireball or a 6-pack or both. You could get jalapeno. So let's make
Well,
it.
aren't you driving?
I'm gonna make it. Yeah, you're driving through. Yeah, let me get the nachos, jalapeno poppers. Let me get the Fireball and a couple of tits.
And I'll get the chicken
couple
sandwich
of
too.
tits. Add some ass
You know what?
in there.
Add some ass in the chicken sandwich. We'll call it a day.
Jesus.
It doesn't have any pricing though in this.
Wasn't
thing.
that like? I mean, they're giving them alcohol to drive.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the thing. You can't get a dance right at your window. The strippers will come at your window,
That's
but there's a
funny.
2-song limit, so they don't block up the drive-through.
Wait, can I pick a song?
No, I'm sure the girls pick this.
Damn
That'd
it.
be funny.
You can either
DJ?
you can pick a masked or unmasked performer. But if you pick an unmasked, she dances behind a steel barricade 6 feet away from you. Masked, they can get closer to the car. Like there's a whole thing happening here. It's the whole thing. Oh, now there is another place called the Lucky Devil Lounge in Portland that unrelated to the pandemic. They also had a drive-through strip club, but it wasn't like this. It was just drive-through, get some boobs, and move on.
Okay.
Okay.
So the Burger King is where it's at.
I guess, man. It's only 3 hours from here.
I'm not going to
It
Houston
doesn't.
for a
It doesn't
Burger King.
say. It doesn't say anywhere here about the pricing, but I'm sure it's got to be.
Get in, kids. We're going to Houston for a Burger King.
Especially when we got a Burger King 5 minutes from here, man.
We have a Burger
You know what?
King
I
5 minutes from
genuinely love Burger King's midnight menu. Dude.
here. Why do you know the menu to Burger King?
If you guys don't know the menu to the places
no
you
one
go,
eats at Burger King.
I don't eat at Burger King, and I still know the
Yeah,
menu.
it doesn't say about how much it costs, but I mean,
KFC, Burger King, and
I figure
Taco
the food.
Popeyes.
Strip club food is usually pretty cheap. Like a steak is like $5 because you're paying the
probably
dancer
horrible.
more.
I've-
It's not that bad. It's not that because they want people to stay. The whole idea is if you're staying to eat, you're staying longer in the club, which means
Yeah.
you'll probably spend more money because you're gonna get drunk or whatever. So I'm betting for like $100 you could do this and drive through, get a meal, bottle of Fireball, see a couple of nips, go back to the job site.
Free the nips.
I guess I don't know. Very strange,
So
but but funny.
what's our next topic here?
You know how we
Oh,
had
yeah,
murder
hold
hornets?
up.
Hold up.
You go
So
ahead.
the average bottle of Fireball is
$35.
No, it's cheap.
Yeah,
Really?
It's
$12.
Actually, it's $25 to $12.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't like
Depends
Fireball.
how,
I bought
how
one
big you
bottle.
get. If you get a liter, it's about 16 to 21.
My
If you get-
oldest kid's wife really likes Fireball, so I bought a bottle. It's in the bar behind you, actually.
Oh, really?
I'm good.
You know how we got murder hornets,
Yeah.
and they're in Texas.
Carol Baskin.
Well,
and
aren't they
Merle
all
Hornets.
around America?
They are, but we definitely have them here, right?
I've not seen a single one, but okay.
No, I did. I hit one with my car.
Do you suffer from a mental illness?
What was that playing again?
He said,
Are you delusional? Or do you suffer from a mental illness?
Oh, Phil.
I mean, slightly.
he's definitely going to the ranch.
I'm driving down the street in my
Hit
6'4".
one?
No, I'm yeah,
Jocking them bitches.
and I hit one, and it was such a thud, like. I don't know
Wow.
if anybody could hear that.
Alright.
Hold on, let me try again. If any of you could hear that at home, that was me flicking the mic. It was such a thud that it made me go, "Did I hit a quarter?" Like it was.
What?
Did it break the glass? But then I realized it's trapped in my windshield wiper. So when I pulled up to the house, I got out, and it was this big. It was as big as the
Plastic
fucking
case
crazy.
around the
what do you call this thing? God, my memory.
microchips,
Well,
The
that's not that-
microchip. It's my Bionic. No, the
micro disc,
micro
SD card.
micro SD.
SD
Yeah.
card.
So it's bigger than a
I mean,
micro SD card,
It
which
doesn't
is
seem that big.
well,
I thought they were like the size of a phone.
no, they're like this size. Like that's pretty big for a wasp.
No, I've seen definitely bigger hornets than that.
Nah, you think
The biggest hornets I've ever seen are yellow jackets.
they're 4 times as big as that?
So they're bigger than
Oh,
that.
fuck that.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
no,
that up.
yellow
No,
jackets
yeah,
were
I'm
like
looking
this
at-
big, dude.
No.
I'm looking
They're
up.
the size of my
Oh my
pointer
god.
finger.
There's nothing that flies that can sting you the size of your pointer finger except the
How
murder hornet.
long
I got stung by
is
7
a
yellow jackets.
murder?
7.
Yeah.
You got jumped.
I got stabbed 4 times on my neck,
Stabbed?
once in my ear, and
Stabbing
once
you?
in my thumb.
Your poor thumb. Oh my god, coach. So sad.
Oh, they're called an Asian giant hornet.
Are they from China?
China. I told you it's China.
Well, anyway.
2.2 inches long.
Oh, well, that's bigger than this then.
Yeah.
Well, this
what did
thing-
I tell
this
you?
thing
Where's
I
my
hit-
money? Where's it at?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So they say your
Yeah,
average
yeah,
finger
okay,
like
you-
that's an inch.
yeah.
And so curled up.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, but that's not a yellow jacket.
China.
Yellow jackets are this big.
I'll show you something this big. They call me the millimeter Peter. Take it or leave it.
Are you talking
Excuse
about your own situation?
No.
Anyway, we had the murder hornets.
Uh-huh.
England had a giant swarm of flying ants that was so big
Flying
it
ants?
registered on their weather radar. It's the blue in this picture.
That's like a billion ants.
Look at this, coach. The blue is the ants.
The dark blue?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Well, at first I thought I was like, holy shit.
yeah, a
The whole
dense,
sea is attacking England. Like,
a
what?
dense
the fuck?
swarm of flying ants spanning dozens of miles over southeastern England registered on meteorology radar, officials said Friday. It's
Like
not.
recently?
Yeah, this is recent. It's not raining. And they tweeted it out. It's not raining in London, but our radar says otherwise. Look. Is this gonna move?
Oh, it shows it?
But there's no.
What if
audio.
it's just
There's
a
no-
jump
I thought you
scare?
just
there's
zoomed
no,
in
well,
with
there's
the-
no audio, but look, yeah, it does show the actual radar. That there's gonna be audio, but there's not. So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
really nuts, right?
It's like billions.
I forgot
How many
ants
did
could
it
fly.
say? The certain amount?
Not all ants can fly. It doesn't say how many.
Well, think
I
about it
swear, that's like-
logically. How
if
many?
it's showing up on that, that's like a billion. That's billions of ants.
It has to be. Trillions.
It just says. It doesn't say. Oh, but they ended the weathercast with. Also, mercury climbing into the low 80s. Like they went ahead and wrapped up the weather like it's a normal thing. So yeah, like what's going on in the world? We got fucking killing hornets.
Yeah.
They got ants that are swarming the country.
So what were you saying, Coach?
I have no idea.
All right, good
What
talk.
was the last thing I'd said?
Honestly, I don't remember either.
When?
Just now, like 2
I think,
seconds
last thing,
ago.
I think the last thing I said was actually China.
Okay, well, I guess we moved on.
I don't know, man.
From China?
No, we never move on.
We've
from
said
China.
China more in this episode than penis. We should write it down.
No, we've said China more than Trump has
Oh.
in the presidential
I
debate.
think that should be the name of the episode. Just China.
China. Listen, do not get smart with me, Biden.
You graduated from the bottom of your
class. And your son, don't even get me started.
He's dead.
So you do not have the right to use smart with me.
Oh my God. Detroit.
Bottom of your class.
Do you guys remember we talked about the one guy who stole the car and then wrecked his car into somebody else who stole a car and then wrecked her car into that stolen car?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
This guy, he was arrested. They caught him. He was in a chase. This is almost unbelievable. Fucking unbelievable, right? They caught this guy. Let's see if there's audio to this.
All right, other news tonight at 11, a driver is arrested after jumping his car over a rising drawbridge on the west side.
Tim
Some Fast
Pamplin
and
is on the
Furious
scene
shit.
with the night cam. Tim.
Yeah, dude.
Can I
We are
watch
down
it?
near Zug Island. There's a Fort Street
We can
bridge.
see it?
Normally the arms are up, allowing cars to pass through. Well, tonight one arm is down. Completely smashed to bits. As a driver fancies himself as a bit of a daredevil.
He did it, though.
That's like more
Did it?
Best bridge operator Andre says he couldn't believe his eyes. Well, the driver is now in the back of a police car. There's his vehicle smashed in. Officers tell
it's
me
not that bad as
he's
I
full
thought.
of whippets. Whippets,
Yeah.
you say, yes. That's a whipped cream dispenser. Apparently youngsters nowadays can sniff the gas and get high. Here's Andre again.
I hit the emergency stop.
So he's high.
Yeah, he was stoned. But he,
Detroit police putting out the
there's no
unusual
there's
call
no
this
actually
evening.
footage of the guy doing it.
That'd be awesome.
He Dukes of Hazzarded across it, they say.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's so good.
That's pretty cool.
I've always wanted to do it.
I will do that one day in my life.
But, like, I want to use your car.
Whoa.
What kind of car?
I don't,
No, I feel like we should all buy a car from like the shittiest place ever, like
then
$1,000
jump
car,
it?
and then just jump it.
God, wouldn't I like to be that
doesn't
rich?
sound safe at all.
It sounds safe to me.
Sounds
Buy the
safe.
shittiest car you can find, no gas mileage, just
Then
only 20
jump.
miles an hour, and then jump a cliff.
Oh, it
No, it's
doesn't
only a
sound fun.
drawbridge.
I sent you
Yeah, hold on,
I sent
play
you
it.
that thing from the Trump debate.
To increasingly question the effectiveness of masks as a disease preventer. And in fact, recently you have cited the issue of waiters touching their masks and touching plates. Are you questioning
No, I think
the
masks
efficacy
are
of
okay. You have to
masks?
understand, if you look, I mean, I have a mask right here. I put a mask on, when I think I need it. Tonight, as an example, everybody's had a test, and you've had social distancing and all of the things that you have to. But I
Just
wear
like your
masks
rallies.
when needed. When needed, I wear masks.
Okay, let me ask.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. I will say,
Vice President Biden, go ahead.
So Trump is saying how he wears a mask when he feels like he should,
Right.
So 2 days later after that, after him saying that,
Test came back positive.
test came back positive, Trump has COVID.
Yeah.
And I think that is the funniest thing. Yeah, I don't wear masks as much as Biden. Biden wears it obsessively. I have no control over
biggest
mine.
mask
I
I've
just
ever
wear it
seen.
when I want.
Yeah, it's COVID. Corona.
COVID.
2 days later, yeah, guys, I've
And his
tested
wife got
positive
it.
for
But
COVID.
you know what's fucked up? They left his wife at the White House while he went to the hospital.
It is messed up.
I
Like,
mean,
you saw-
honestly,
did you watch the thing where he boarded the helicopter?
Yeah.
They just left his wife in the White
Yeah.
House.
What are you gonna do? All right, listen. Speaking of Trump, here's 13. Here's 13 things you didn't know about mullets.
What the fuck?
Now listen, Coach and I found this article, and it's been a bit since we found it, but we didn't know any of it, and so I want to talk about it because the mullet is way more fascinating than I ever fucking knew. So
Okay.
today, it says today the hairstyle is featuring long, glorious locks in the back and neatly cropped hair up front. Right. So I always say business up front, party in the rear.
Mm-hmm.
But originally, in the late 80s, when the mullet was actually considered cool, and people used to have, I know people who had mullets.
Were you one of them?
No.
Good.
No. But the hairstyle goes back much further. So there's probably a lot of things that would
What, like the
surprise you.
1600s?
It doesn't actually, we're going to get into it, but it doesn't actually say like
me.
when it starts. But it will, though. It will. All right. So
All right.
the word mullet enters the language along with the family of edible spiny finned fish, often referred to as mullets or gray mullets. The name is derived from Greek milos, which is related to melos, meaning darkish of color.
Darker.
Where mullet comes from. The term mullet head has been used for a way to call somebody stupid since at least the mid-19th century. So in
That's pretty good.
In 1885's Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer called his aunt and uncle confiding and mullet-headed. Burr.
So he's stupid pretty much back then.
Yeah, like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Now, this is the main reason I wanted to have this on the podcast.
Okay.
The word mullet as we understand it today, was bestowed upon society by the Beastie Boys.
Now, here's your little story I like to tell about three bad brothers you know so well. It started way back in history with
Ron D.A.
and me, Mike D.
It's Ron D.A. I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so they like made it popular or discovered it?
According to no less authoritative a
Well, they
source than
didn't
the
discover it.
Oxford English Dictionary, the hip-hop punk band apparently coined and certainly popularized the descriptor in the 1994
They have
song
mullets?
Mullet Head,
Oh.
in which Ad Rock sings, "You want to know what's a mullet? Well, I got a little story to tell about a hairstyle that's a way of life, and cut the sides, don't touch the back." Before that, mullet was not popular.
It was whack.
Beastie Boys, y'all. Fucking Beastie Boys.
Goddamn Beastie Boys and the Catalina wine mixer.
The first published, that Catalina wine mixture was good.
Fucking Calvin.
Got canceled this year. Fuck COVID, man.
Oh, God,
It's horrible.
The
Best part of
first
the year, man.
published use of the word, also thanks to the Beastie Boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in issue 2 of their now defunct magazine, Grand Royale, Beastie member Mike D is credited as pinning a mullet head to a idiosyncratic hairstyle in the article titled "Mulling Over the Mullet." He wrote an article about mullets, and it was the first time the word mullet had been published outside of the dictionary.
Oh, like in an article?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mullets have been around for 1,400 years.
So, I don't want to do that,
Yeah,
man.
that's 6th century
I'm
bullshit. I don't need to get into that.
We shall do at noon.
There's an expert, you guys.
Expert on mullets?
There's an expert in the country on mullets. His name is Alan Henderson.
Sorry.
And
Sorry. Go ahead.
And he wrote a book called Mullet Madness, the haircut that business up front and party in the back.
Now, listen here. I am the most devoted person to the mullet heads, and I know everything about the mullet heads. That's how I instantly just thought of
Mullet
his
head,
voice.
I was
fuck
gonna
5,000.
I was going to let you go. I thought you had like a whole thing you're going to do.
Yeah.
Well, mullets, in my opinion, they remind me of Trump. And Trump is my brother. He is the best person for this country. All right.
Okay.
So, you know how Trump... I can't even go anymore.
All right,
It's just
well,
too much
I
I was believing in
stupidity.
you.
Too much
There's a fucking mullet expert. I think that's funny.
Is he redneck?
It doesn't have his picture, so I don't know, probably. James Polk, who perhaps unsurprisingly was born just outside Charlotte, North Carolina, has the distinction of being the only sitting president to have a mullet, and there is a picture.
Spell the P-O-L-K?
Wait, what's his name?
Polk.
Yep.
Polk? What a bitch.
He's actually... I've heard his name a few times. I forgot what he did, but I know him.
He was the president. It's not
Well,
surprising.
other than the
you heard his
president.
name. The
Never
modern
heard of him.
popularity of the mullet is often ascribed to glam rock. David Bowie, in 1972, adopted the hairstyle in his onstage alter ego Ziggy Stardust, but he never talked about it as a mullet. So that still goes to the Beast Boys, but he did wear it first.
Oh,
Interesting. Shortly thereafter, because he was copying him, Mr. Sir Paul McCartney rocked a mullet in the mid-'70s. Critics were not pleased. One writer complained that the mullet made Paul look like a person from Florence Henderson. I don't know what the fuck that means. And added, it's less a question of fashion etiquette than a severe mental myopia.
It's myopia.
Nobody knows.
All right.
Superman, 1993. Superman rocked a mullet for the whole year, 39 issues.
He did?
Superman had a mullet.
What was the insult? Florence Hormerson?
What?
What?
You said the person from Florence Hormerson.
Florence Henderson.
Holy shit. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I've read that.
That's that comic book?
Yeah.
It's old. It's from 93. I don't even know what's happening in this comic. All right, let's see.
Or like, well, not the comic, but like him in a mullet. I'm pretty sure I read a comic with like.
I don't know. The widespread popularity of the mullet began to wane in the late 90s. I was there for that. I remember. The
How many out of all your friends? How many had mullets?
in the 80s a lot. In the 90s not
Like,
so many.
let's say
There was
out of-
probably one or two.
Let's
that-
say out of 20 friends, how many? Like, what's the estimate of how many had
males?
mullets? Yeah.
All them. If 20 males, probably 10.
Oh, like it was 50.
I mean, I thought about growing a mullet when I was in
You son of a bitch.
middle school. Whatever
Middle
age,
school.
whatever age I
You
was.
would have rock a mullet in middle school.
I would have rocked a mullet.
Did the mullet pull the ladies back then? Or was it like just one of those?
Yeah.
Every time I think of like
that's
a
weird.
mullet, I think of like a 1980s bully with like blue jeans.
I think of Billy, whatever from Stranger Things, whatever his name is.
Billy who?
What's it? Max's brother.
Got it.
So there's a Georgia native called Matt Smith. I guess he's from he's from MTV's Real World. And so the mullet came back in popularity in 2000 because this guy in the real world rocked a mullet the whole year. Everybody liked it again. And then in 2010, the government of Iran banned the mullet as an acceptable hairstyle for men. There you go.
Just banned it.
14 facts about the mullet you didn't know. I think the best part is the Beastie Boys have like this intertwined history.
Why did they ban it? Did they like shoot people in the spot if they wore a mullet?
It's Iran.
It's not a mullet.
It's Iran. Iran.
Sick 'em boys.
Oh, that's interesting.
I feel like, you know what they could have done?
It's pretty good.
If people with the mullet, they probably sent them to Florida.
Listen to this. Our buddy Jason Ferguson, Trollfinger. New beats.
That's such a cool name.
Sounds pretty good. Trollfinger, if you're listening.
I like it.
This is good.
I actually do like this.
All right, I hate to do it, but let's leave this song behind because it's time.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. The bullshit doesn't get any deeper than this. It's time. You know what time it is.
Oh, I do know what time it is.
Question of the week.
Question of the week.
Yes. I wish we all had mullets for that. Wait, we do, as far as anybody knows.
I have a mullet. Can you do... Never mind.
I have a mullet.
Can I do what?
On my ass.
Never mind. I have braided taint hairs that look like a mullet.
Braided?
Well, if they're braided,
Did you say braided?
Taint hairs?
I don't.
Yes, you did.
I don't want to talk about that. The question of the week is a special one. No pun intended, but
where did we find it?
Duracell's brain.
Yeah,
oh,
my brain.
Lord.
Duracell's brain. So here it is. And I'm going to ask it the way Duracell asked it to me.
Okay.
So he's going to be Adam Trout and you're going to be Duracell?
Yes.
You only need to hear one of us speak.
I don't remember the way I said it.
Duracell says to me, "Hey, Adam, I got a great question of the week." I said, "What you got? Shoot." He looks me dead in the eye and he says, "Hey, you think if like a sped breaks the law, he goes to prison like just with anybody, or they got like a sped prison?" So I said, when you say sped, you mean special ed kid? He's like, "Yeah, sped." So we Googled it. We looked it up. We asked around.
Yeah, we did.
Generally, people think there is no special. If you're somehow special needs or paraplegic or spinal bifida, or you have some kind of like
whatever,
disease,
any type of autism.
Yeah, anything. You go to get arrested. Generally, people think, well, you go to regular prison, but I think that can't be, because I feel like that's how herpes gets spread. I mean, if you
paraplegic, listen, damn, his ass is looking.
He's not going to tell anybody. I got raped. It's not going to be a thing. They're just going to it's good, right? So I feel like that's just.
What's he going to do? Run away?
Right. So I feel like I feel like that can't happen. I feel like that can't happen. They can't just put him in Gen Pop.
Man, you must be fucked in life. Like you just got screwed in life if you're a disabled special
and you go
autistic kid.
Also, though, look at it this way: if you're autistic or special in that way, and you're able to pull off a robbery attempt, you got cojones.
Or
you're
a paraplegic and you kill someone.
Like, how do you pull that off? If you could only see what Coach
just put a knife in your mouth and stab him in the chest.
Is that what that did? Because it looked like you were eating a sharp
penis. Trying to eat an apple.
Like a sharp penis.
Sharp
like it hurts, but you still got to eat it. It was like a really weird face you made.
You know how like Rambo has the knife in his mouth?
Yeah. Is that what you... Don't...
Yeah.
I think you shouldn't do that.
No, yeah. That does not look good.
All right. So, Duracell. What did you find?
Ah, shit.
All over your face, kid.
Why did it do this?
What?
All right. Well, the website I actually was going to read off just got banned.
Oh, banned?
Just got banned?
It's not there
anymore. I'm not surprised. The government's listening. I'll tell you.
I remember some of the stuff from it.
Well, about an hour ago, 2 hours ago,
yeah.
I said, "Hey, Duracell, did you ever do any research on that question?" He's like, "Yeah. Did you know there was a huge autism problem in the prison system?"
It's literally the title of this one is "The U.S. Justice System Has an Autism Problem." It pretty much it was saying like if you have more severe autism, the less likely you are to commit a crime. So if you have less autism, like you have a little bit of autism, you're going to commit a crime.
Yeah. They're saying like autism might be like behind crime on the low level, like low spectrum autism.
And also,
so there's an autism scale where if you have the most autism, you're just fucked.
No,
you can't create crimes.
You can't create.
We're also saying
you can't create crimes.
You can't make crimes.
They're also saying it's not as likely for an autistic kid to go to jail.
Right.
But they don't have a certain jail.
I'd like to point out that I did see him Google it, and he didn't Google autism. He Googled special needs, but this is what kicked out. So we're like, okay. So we kept digging, and we can't find that there is. We can't find that there's any kind of like special
prison.
I can't find statistics on like paraplegics. So I think it's really
well. There actually is a thing where people that are autistic do get bullied more in prison. It's just
that was part of
in their eyes. It's full of bullies.
Yeah.
Like even the cops bully them and shit.
Yeah. No, I can see that. But I mean, like, I'm talking about people in wheelchairs or people. Like, I'll give you an example. This is a real example. It's not gonna be, I swear to God, this isn't made up.
Okay.
In fact, I wonder if I could call Longfellow and ask him on the air if he remembers this guy. There's a guy named Andy, special needs, taller than me by about a foot.
What?
And he weighed about 100 pounds. So super thin kid, right? No matter his shorts, no matter the length of his shorts, his penis hung out the bottom of his pant leg. I'm not kidding.
Like basketball shorts?
Yeah, he could wear basketball shorts.
Did he have a really long penis?
Yeah,
or his shorts that short?
No, long penis. And I mean, like, it was a problem to where, like, he'd be at church and people would be like, hey, maybe you can, like, wear
dress pants.
No, not, well, he wouldn't wear pants because part of his condition, like, it freaked him out. So he started having a blanket.
Sorry.
He started having a blanket. We cover it with a blanket, right?
Okay.
But the point of this is, this kid, Superman strong.
Really?
Oh, ridiculous! Like, he could pick you up and carry you. He'd be like, "Let's go have breakfast." Just take you were having breakfast. With him. He would just take you. Nicest guy you ever met, but incredibly strong. And because he didn't have that like control mentally, it was a little scary because he wouldn't want to hurt you, but he might accidentally hurt you.
Accidentally.
Right? If that guy killed somebody,
oh no,
he can't go to prison because he would kill someone in prison.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a place for them to go, but we couldn't find it.
That's how I feel.
Well, maybe more autistic kids go to mental asylums.
Yeah,
that's
the thing.
Jails.
Like
I think
like
it's
a hardcore, high security mental installations.
Because like you already have autism. Like, what's pushing you to that point where you have to rob a bank or kill someone?
Well, that's the thing.
Well, if you, it depends how much autism you have. Because some autistic kids just think, oh, I'll just follow this guy and do it.
Right, they're just
more
follow
severe
somebody,
autistic kids
but
don't commit a crime.
But I feel like if you're that kid and you go to before a judge, the judge will be like, oh well, I mean, you weren't in control. We can't try you for this.
But legally, you have to plead crazy.
Well, I think a lawyer would just do that for him. Well,
I can't get past the point like where his penis hang out of his shorts.
Oh, it was quite the thing, man. It would happen all the time. Often.
Like, would he just walk up to you and it's just hanging right
there?
Yeah,
you'd just see it, and you'd be like, Andy, and he's like, sorry, and then he would like try to correct it, but it just was a thing.
Did he ever get arrested for it?
I don't think so. I mean, it was.
How would you arrest a tall? Wait, what was his race?
So like,
he's a white guy.
Wow.
And
that's what I'm saying. Like,
here's
his
the thing:
penis is out.
if you saw him coming towards you, right, looks like a normal white guy. When he started talking, you realize, oh, he's a little slower, but he could have a conversation about any topic. Like, it wasn't like he was dumb; he's just slow, and then freakishly strong, and could not communicate like feelings appropriately, right? So if he was happy, he would hug the hell out of you, like where you're propping ribs and shit. So if he got angry, I mean, run.
He's like
run.
Fucking
7 foot hole.
That's what I'm saying. If he accidentally killed somebody, I think you're right, Duracell. I think they probably put him in a mental institution.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But it's interesting that we couldn't find it searching it with what we were searching, like special needs.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So
all right. Well, earlier in the podcast,
Andy.
I just wanted to bring this up. You guys said that I know like my food menus, like the drive-through menus, too much. And
that's why you're diabetic.
Well, here's the thing. I just feel like I have a really good like memory, and I think I just.
Well, are you studying the menus?
Well, I pretty much
are you
know
saying
every
like
menu.
You just see it and you're like got it down?
Well, I see, like if I roll up to Chick-fil-A and I can't see the menu, I already know what I want. I want a number 2, or I want a number 2,
well, if you go to that
or
place,
I want a number 4.
Go to that place. And
always,
shop, I can understand like, but like you saying like you don't go to Burger King that much. And
I don't.
You know the whole fucking menu.
I know
you
they
want
have
some tacos? Order the number 12.
Why would I go to Burger King and tacos? I'm not going to Burger King.
I mean, sorry, Jack in the Box tacos.
I'm not okay.
No.
Maybe I go to Jack in the Box because tacos, but that's like because I grew up near Jack in the Box. But not Burger King has a Whopper. Let's do Burger King has a Whopper.
No, I don't like it.
Jack in the Box has a Jumbo Jack.
Yeah.
Big Mac at McDonald's. Wendy's has the quarter.
The Baconator or whatever.
Well, but that's not their famous
quarter
burger.
pounder.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely famous.
Now, but like their old, their square burger was just like
it was called
pounder. Dave Buster.
No, it was like
Dairy Queen's the Belt Buster, right? No, the Dude. Is the Dude?
Dairy Queen is the Hunger Buster.
Yeah, Hunger
that
Buster.
sounds right. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sure the audience is riveted, but
riveted. Oh no! Don't say it.
What do you mean?
I hate the word riveting. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Oh my god.
Why?